Triple F's famous team. I mean, they're doing fantastic. We can't say anything bad about them. They have now extended their win streak to a league-leading 7 games, bullied the Bills on the ground. Bill Belichick said, hey, here's my game plan. We're running 46 times, and you can do nothing about it. It's cold as hell, and I don't care. Have the Bills officially been exposed as frauds in the AFC now? Officially.
They officially have, because the blueprint has been run time and time over now. We look at this game and we're like, okay, New England really just came out and was disrespectful with the game plan.
Yep.
46 runs to 3 passes. Was like, your run defense is trash. You can't stop it. We're not even going to try to throw because we don't have to. But just a couple of weeks ago, we saw Jonathan Taylor run for 185 yards and 1,000,000 touchdowns. And before that, we saw Derrick Henry run for 1,000,000 yards. And even week 1, we saw Najee Harris tear him a new one. Mm-hmm. The common theme is if you have a good running back, just feed him. You ain't got to do nothing else. Just run the ball on Buffalo and you'll beat them.
Yeah.
Josh Allen is not having anywhere near the MVP candidate season we thought they would have. Buffalo is not following up what they did last year, where everyone assumed they would just follow right back up, win the division again, be right back at least in the AFC Championship game. Now they're in danger of actually missing the playoffs.
Yeah, which is crazy as hell to actually talk about. Yeah. I got to agree with you, though. And here's the simple thing with Buffalo, okay? They don't play physical. They are not a physical football team. If you get on them at the line of scrimmage, if you push them around, if you pound the ball through the middle of that front 7, they will fold. I mean, Josh Allen has not had – has Josh Allen played 3 straight good games so far this year? Like 3 consecutive? I don't believe so.
No.
And my eyes aren't lying to me. Josh Allen, yes, was my MVP pick before coming in. He turned back to that, 55% completion type of Josh Allen that we saw, first few years. And like I just told you, man, the contract is getting kind of stinky. It really is. I mean, Josh Allen essentially played good for 10, 12 games last year. I mean, no one was really talking about Josh Allen as, Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers type of conversation until the last, half, I guess, back 2/3 of the season. I don't know. You know what I'm saying, though. He didn't play 16 good games of football last year, and he got a major extension. I think the Bills were already officially exposed before this. They just can't get physical. They can't run the football. They're very Josh Allen dependent. And Josh Allen even still has kind of head-scratcher moments. They're not consistent at all. Now, the best question is, and this will be a nice one as well, are the Patriots now the favorites to come out of the AFC and be in the Super Bowl?
I mean, they have to be. I mean, at this point, they're sitting at 9-4, top of the AFC. I mean, if you look at the gauntlet that they've actually
second best record in the league,
the teams,
I think Carolina.
What does the other side look like?
I think Arizona's the first team to 10 wins, 10-2.
Yeah, they're 10-2. Yeah, no one else. The Packers have 9 wins, and so do the Bucks.
Okay. Well, you're still up there with. I mean, let's look at the 3 teams you just listed.
Games than them, but yeah,
right.
So I mean, we're looking just in the AFC. New England's sitting in the top spot.
Yep.
They've already beat Tennessee. Just took out the division rival Buffalo. Beat the Chargers, who are trying to surge back up. And then just look at the rest of the teams that are en route. I mean, the Cincinnati Bengals, they're highly inconsistent. The Baltimore Ravens, they can't put together a first half of football to save their lives. And you can assume if they were in a matchup in the playoffs against New England and you play that bad in the first half, you're not coming back. The defense is too good.
Yep. The
Chiefs, they now have kind of changed into they rely on their defense now. Mm-hmm. It's not Pat Mahomes. I mean, what they beat, who did they play?
They beat the Broncos 22-9, and it was
22-9.
Strictly off defensive play.
They got a pick 6 in that game, so the offense put up 16 points. It was not impressive on an offensive standpoint at all.
Yep.
That's not the way the Chiefs play. If you're telling me that you're getting that Pat Mahomes that's subject to turning the ball over and worried about their defense, their run defense still isn't good.
Yeah.
New England should be favored against every team in the AFC.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you, man. I mean, the only threat, I guess, that I could throw at you is Kansas City because I believe in Mahomes and Reed. Even though they're, kind of shaky. I think they'll come around as the season goes on. And, maybe Tennessee, maybe when they get Derrick Henry back. I mean, there's so many question marks as you go down the AFC standings. But I gotta agree with you. I think the Patriots right now they're playing great football. I mean, they're super cleaned up. Mac Jones doesn't make mistakes. They're physical. God, Matt Judon was probably the best free agent signing we've seen in recent memory. I mean, the dude is absolutely going nuts. Van Noy. We can't say enough about New England right now. I mean, they're just absolutely tearing it up. And until someone dethrones them off of this win streak or, even pushes them around to where it seems like they have a weakness, I don't think we can move off of them.